Welcome to our video tutorial on how to find the right real estate agent. Today we're going to cover off 7 points on the process that you should be familiar with when interviewing a realtor to represent your needs. There are 2 types of real estate services that are provided. One that we're covering off today. One is buyer agency, the other is vendor agency. But before I get into that, I should take a moment and introduce myself. My name is Blair Sonnichsen. I'm with Royal LePage Dynamic, and I've been in real estate now celebrating my 40th year. In buyer agency and vendor agency, the interview process is very similar. We begin first of all by encouraging the consumer to accept recommendations from friends or family or people that they care about on who was good for them or who they had a positive experience with in the process of buying or selling their real estate. Gathering that person's name and contact information then gives you information to go to the computer and do a profile search on those realtors, checking out their website, possibly the company that they're working with, and giving you a sense of who is this person I'm inviting over to my home or into my condo to discuss the process of buying and selling in real estate. The second area that we believe is important is that you should be finding a realtor that's willing to explore or to learn about the area that you're expressing interest in. So often the misconception is that you've got to hire someone that's long in the business or someone that is the real estate expert of that particular area, self-proclaimed most often. But more importantly, it's finding the realtor that's willing to work for you, that's willing to use the resources that are available to them and to explain that data and turn it into information for you so that you're making informed decisions about the area you're selling in or the area that you're wanting to buy. A realtor willing to work is very important in the process. The third thing I want to mention to you would be to make sure that the agent can work around your schedule. Everyone is so busy today. Realtors are busy, their parents, their volunteers, their coaches, the people in the public are busy, they're involved in their activities, churches, gyms, work, family responsibilities. We just want to make sure and recommend that you find the realtor that can work with your schedule. Meet at times that are going to be suitable to you, and of course, making sure that that availability is able to fulfill the requirements that you will have in finding the right real estate project, the right real estate property, the right home, and the place to call home. The fourth thing we would recommend is that you pick an agent who picks up the phone. So we are all very busy, as I mentioned earlier, but it's still important for our clients that we answer our telephone. It's also important that we answer emails, that we answer text messages in a timely manner. It doesn't necessarily have to be immediate, but it does need to be timely. So we would recommend that the realtor that you're reaching out to is respectful of your time and knowing that when you've sent out a question, sent out a message, that you are waiting for a reply. You're waiting for a response, and they should be recognizing that and doing their best in a timely manner to get back to you with your concerns, either to answer them or to follow up with that information. The fifth thing that we would recommend is that the agent be tech savvy. You know, there's a saying, you don't have to be bleeding edge, but you certainly should be cutting edge. And in understanding that, it's being familiar as the realtor with different technologies that are available to the consumer to use as the agent to profile their properties professionally. Such things as, well, you can use virtual tours, still shots of photography, Matterport. You can talk about drone photography. All these are various services that are available to heighten the awareness, expand the profile and the understanding of the real estate property that's being represented by the agent. That together with other areas of technology, such as computer literate, cell phone literate in terms of understanding how to use that particular programs that are on your phone. And again, lastly, just having the availability of this technology around the realtor helps you to be better connected with that particular individual and know that your interests are being taken care of. The sixth thing we would want to recommend is that the realtor has a plan. The plan for helping you to buy a home and what that process looks like, and is able to explain that process to you in a way that you can understand, and you can see that nothing is left to chance. Every detail is covered off to the best of their and your ability to protect your interests and save you thousands of dollars. And on the selling side, that they have a marketing plan, step by step, allowing you to not worry and fret, but rather to be well informed in the process of selling your home. You know, you can say, I've been doing this for 40 years. Just validate this agreement and leave it all up to me. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. But that would be a very lazy approach to helping people to be a part of the process of selling their house. You've got to be informed, you've got to be connected, and the realtor has to be accountable. So find a realtor that's willing to be held accountable, that has a plan that'll assist you in the buying and or the selling, so that you know at the end of the journey, it was an experience worth repeating. The seventh thing we're going to talk about today is just making sure that you and your agent have a connection. The relationship that is established between the buyers and or the sellers at the time of marketing a home or buying a home is an important relationship. Communication's important. You're spending time with each other. You're caring about each other, respecting one another, both in time as well as in representation. And as a result of that, you need to have that connection with the realtor. So in your interview process, follow your gut. Feel comfortable with the decision of hiring this individual, knowing that your needs and your interests are going to be best served by this individual. Well, I hope these 7 points help you to get a fresh perspective on the interview process of a realtor. We would welcome the opportunity to speak with you about your buying or your selling needs, and would be willing to sit down at some point with you or through Zoom or talk to you on the telephone about the services that we provide that make all the difference in the world. At this time, we'd like to thank you again for being a part of our video tutorial. Look forward to more tutorials that are coming. There'll be 6 more topics we'll be covering off over the course of the next 9 months. We look forward to speaking with you, hearing from you, and till then, thank you for tuning in.